Marrow and tartar. Of course you were.
We went to a place where they do it, and we were with a couple of like people that we're talking about getting a new office with. So it's one of the things.
Nice.
Like I know the guy there. They don't usually do it for lunch, but I call the guy. Like I know a guy,
I
and we
know the
get like
guy. He gave me
we
some raw cow. I gave him a
we
lot of money.
there we go.
We're
We
both
we just
happy.
we kind of had
You want
they
some of
do
the
this whole
bone
thing.
too? Yes.
They bring it to the table side. They do like a whole little thing with it. So
Like, how far do you got to go gourmet to actually just recycle back to just dead animal? You know what I mean?
I don't
Like
see a difference.
sushi,
I don't see a
tartar.
distinction.
Like, if I go to a place and they give me something not cooked, I'm gonna be upset. I want my
Well, then
food.
you can't go to the places I go to.
Yeah.
See, I go to places they give me stuff that's too cooked, and I'm upset.
The first restaurant I took a date to, officially, was a fondue place. Right. I'm spending a few $100s on a chick in hopes of getting to know her better. And they bring all this food out, you know. And meanwhile, I spent 50, 60 hours that week cooking. They bring all this food out and sit on the table. It's all raw. I'm like, I got to cook my own food? It's ridiculous. And there's like a cauldron of boiling oil on the table. Not safe at all. I don't know if they're still open. It was called the melting pot.
I'm sure that
Yeah.
date went swimmingly.
I remember. Yeah,
Based on this story.
I think they're still around.
I don't remember the woman. Probably a hostess or a server. And you know how hostesses and servers go, so I'm sure I scored. Hello and welcome back to Fandom Entanglement. I'm Albie.
I'm Chris.
I'm John.
And today we're talking about Sliders Season 3, Episode 12, Season's Greetings. It's the Christmas episode.
The Christmas episode. Why
How
are
y'all
we
doing?
why are we doing a Christmas episode of a show that we don't even cover, calling ourselves Fandom Entanglement? This could be confusing to some Fandom Entanglement fandoms peoples.
I think on this slide world, we run Fandom Entanglement.
Oh, that makes sense. I gotcha.
Yeah, our friend Damon Sugamelli and Mike Bloxam from the Quantum Leap podcast asked us to do this, and we were like, all right. They also have a show called Treksploration, which I highly recommend.
Those guys are really ambitious. I wish we
they're
were as
pretty cool.
ambitious.
Not a girl amongst any of us.
Not tonight, anyway.
You don't know.
So how you guys doing? It's great to be back on mic with you. You know, after all this getting out of the mall thing was difficult for some of us.
Yeah, you know, I lost an arm at the mall. The thing chopped my hand right off my wrist.
Yeah. All right, so I guess happy Christmas, right? Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah.
Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye.
So I'm going to say what Albie should be saying.
This episode,
just so people know, we are part of the Fandom Entanglement 12 Sides of Christmas. And thank you, Damon and Mike, for inviting us to be part of your Christmas special. For those who don't know, who might just be watching this solo or haven't seen the others, they have asked 12 different podcasts to do 12 different shows about the Christmas episode of Sliders. Albie, which episode is that?
Season's Greetings, Season 3, Episode 12. It's one of the Christmas episodes, I believe. There might be more than one. And it was it aired December 20th, 1996. And it was written by Elia Horowitz and directed by Richard Compton. Straight out of Compton, man. Straight out of Compton.
There we go. So I want to say it's either Elia or Elia Horowitz. I like Elia because
I'll go with Elia because that sounds like a pretty lady.
That sounds like Quantum Leapy.
Yeah. This episode was a little Quantum Leapy, but I'm sure we'll get to that.
Sliders is a little Quantum Leapy. So for the Christmas conceit, I decorated my studio.
It's gorgeous.
I put on I put on my Christmas tie. I think I wore this once on mic or camera already with Santa putting coal in the stockings.
Oh yes,
One
in
of my
our
favorites.
Star Trek Generations watch along holiday special.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to just do better during the Treksploration special. And as part of the deal, Albie, you can't be the only one that cosplays. I have my first eggnog of the season. I haven't had any
wow.
eggnog yet this year. Not real eggnog. I had like an eggnog coffee about a month ago.
I had
So,
eggnog for Thanksgiving. It was, I want to say, Borden's half gallon. It's like $8, and it's just pure sugar milk cream.
this is pure sugar, some kind of cream-like substance, but it doesn't go bad. And I think it's because of the 17 different kinds of whiskey that are inside. So-
Woo!
was gonna
Oh,
say.
you're doing the grown-up version.
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if I'm gonna do, because I would do actually because my heartburn is going to wake me up at 2:00 in the morning after I have this. But it's the only thing I had, and I wanted to commit to the bit. So
I haven't been in a liquor store in maybe 15 years. The closest I get lately is maybe I get one of those frozen slushies things at the grocery store. That's like a mixed cocktail that when you freeze it, it's kind of like a slushy frozen
I was
drink.
telling you, slushy is not liquor. That's a. You're
I don't know
thinking
what
of-
they call it,
you're
but
thinking
that's
of,
that's the
ices and,
texture
like-
of it, you know.
No, I
They
got
put
it.
some
Yeah.
antifreeze in it, I guess, so it doesn't
The-
freeze solid.
The DIY daiquiris.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, they got those. at
And
the
I only
liquor
drink it when I'm watching, like, I think this show's called Perfect Match. It's a Netflix show with all the other reality people from Netflix, and they get together and they do dating competitions or
store. Why
something.
you in those reality shows? Way to ruin Christmas.
So very rarely
So,
do I do that.
There is a finishing touch. Albie, you like to call me bougie, right?
Little
So,
bougie.
I
I'm
have.
not going to say
I
what you
have-
ate
I have
tonight
a-
for dinner.
I have a little bit. That was lunch. I have.
I don't want to know who or what you ate for dinner.
I have a little finishing touch that I do with all of my. You can see
Ooh,
that. This is
nutmeg.
nutmeg. I always do my freshly ground nutmeg. So this is what nutmeg looks like when you're, doing it at home. I have one that I use, and you get your microplane out. You see? Can you see that?
Wow.
There's your microplane,
Wow.
and then you grate your nutmeg right there, and wait till you see this. Whoops! I just dropped it into the eggnog.
Oh, that's
See,
gonna
this
be
is
good.
this is live, folks. And then
And
you
we're
just get
live.
that beautiful little eggnog on the top.
Wow.
And
If I
nutmeg
was
on the
there, I would
top.
imbibe with you.
So, Merry Christmas to one and all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
I have
Christmas.
Splenda tea.
I have.
I have
Coke-
iced tea, emergency iced tea next to me
I have
because this
Coke
is very
Zero.
thick.
Coke Zero? Oh,
I have
that's
Coke
good
Zero.
stuff.
I would have.
I
I
like
would have. I would have gotten. I got some hot chocolate. I would have. Prepped that if I had known we were.
Yeah, I think I'm doing hot
Fun
chocolate
things.
for our holiday special, which we're still trying to nail down.
Albie can't be
what-
the only
what-
one that brings it sometimes.
What
Sometimes
did
I
you
can-
suggest, Chris, for the holiday special watch along thing?
I said either something I've never seen that you suggest, or one of my favorite Christmas movies called Rare Exports, which is kind of like a Christmas horror.
Okay, I'm up for either or both. My thought was like some holiday rom-com that you've never seen and you're going to go into it begrudgingly and hate it, but do it for me, and then by the end you'll get all verklempt and love it.
So, like every rom-com, holiday or not.
Yeah.
Do you actually end up liking the rom coms at the end, or are you just as annoyed as you expect it to be?
Are you talking to me,
I'm talking to you.
John? I think you know the answer to
I
that.
thought so. I was like, you're like every rom com. I'm like, no, it didn't sound like any rom com.
No, this isn't all in Albie's fantasy headspace. So,
Well, I'm thinking of
well, let him
one
down.
where
There is a Sliders world where Chris likes rom coms and cartoons.
yeah.
yeah, and I'm bougie. Could you imagine me bougie? Yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay, so what do we do? First impressions, or you want to do the amazing synopsis first? What are you feeling like, Chris?
Why don't we do the synopsis so everybody can get on board with what
All
this
right,
episode
just in
is
case we're
about?
episode 9 and of the 12 episodes of the 12 slides of Christmas,
right?
and you
Yeah.
don't know what this episode about. Our published author, one of our 2 published authors that are here, which is awesome. You got to tell me that story later, John Irons.
Oh yeah, John's got a
Beautiful John Irons.
He's the actual published author. Let's not
Yeah. Well,
let's not dilute this man's accomplishments.
but he's a very good novelist, and he's a writer, and he's very intelligent and quite witty. So you're in for a treat if you've never heard one of Chris's episode synopses.
synopsis.
Here we go with Christopher D. Philippus for the third season, episode 12, season's Greetings. See, that's why, because written by Eli Aaliyah, the
What can you
lovely
say, Leah?
Aaliyah Horowitz, and directed by Richard Compton. Take it away, Christopher D. Philippus. Happy holidays.
All right, the sliders slide in from Pygmy World, seriously, bristling with arrows. And this is kind of problematic, I think, especially since Wade is told that she was the cause of all of these flying arrows because she shouldn't smile at men. I mean, it's her fault. I mean, come on, Wade.
Yeah, she was showing those shoulders.
Yeah. So a manger, not a manager, a manger cues the
Manager
men
comes later.
Yes, manager does come later.
And a manager.
A manger cues them in that it's Christmas on this new world, and they are near an open air chapel. Wade goes in to pray. I don't remember her being especially religious, but I guess she needed to get the stink of Pygmy World off of her. I don't know. Wade goes in to pray, and a parishioner asks Arturo to hold her baby. Said parishioner then runs away, leaving the baby with Arturo. Dun, dun, dun. The chapel priest says the mother probably works in Sky High Plaza, a giant mall in the clouds. Arturo is adamant about going to the mall and finding the mother to reunite the family. Wade and Quinn suspect Arturo must know the mother and child from their homeworld, because why else would he show compassion in this situation? It's uncanny, really. The sliders get shitty mall jobs as Santa and his elves, although Remy really should have been cosplaying as Lando. They discover that some mall employees are wearing shock bracelets. Also, Wade's father and sister Kelly are two mall managers, and they're the ones who hire the gang, but they do not recognize Wade. She apparently never existed on this world. Wade is bummed that she will never spend a Christmas with her family again, but Quinn insists that they will get home. Kind of lackluster insistence. I don't think he really believed it. Back to those shock bracelets. Employment at the mall is a devil's bargain. Workers make $200 a day, but $100 goes to housing, and they're required to spend another $80 at the mall, leaving them to net $20 at the end of the day. Those with bracelets have gone into debt and are essentially slaves to the mall until they can pay it off, which, they never will. Quinn schmoozes with Kelly to get a better job in the main office. Meanwhile, Santa Arturo holds up the massive Santa line to tell a rotten kid a parable about the true meaning of Christmas, putting the fear of claws into him. The cautionary tale gains Arturo a kiddie following. They want more wholesome Santa stories. Arturo also tracks down the mom. Her name is Carol. Christmas Carol. She says the mall owns her, and the baby is better off in the flats. That's what they call people who live on the earth, I guess. Better off in the flats without her. She paid someone to smuggle her out so she could free her son Alexander from generational indebted servitude. Arturo gives a backstory about he became a war orphan and doesn't want Alexander to grow up not knowing his mother. Speaking of mothers, turns out that Wade's mom died in childbirth on this world along with Wade. Wade's dad seeks Wade out because there's just something about her that draws him and invites her to a Christmas dinner, explaining that Kelly is a heartless creature of the mall. Inspired by Wade, he uses the memory of the dead mom to try to get through to Kelly, but it's only the third act, so it doesn't really go that well. Meanwhile, Remy goes on a shopping spree and buys way too many gifts for his friends. Arturo finds out that the monitors around the mall have subliminal messages to get people to spend, and that explains Remy's sudden urge. The sliders set out to expose the mall manager's scheme to entrap people with compulsory buying and predatory lending. Wade tries to hack the mall system and trip security. Kelly comes looking for answers. Wade tells Kelly the truth. Kelly buys it because people buy it for some reason. Always with progress. And Kelly decides to switch sides and team up with her sister. They decide to delete all the debts and get the evil mall manager arrested. Kelly and Papa Wells make up, and everyone has an old-fashioned family Christmas with Wade's fake family. Remy sings Silent Night. They take a family photo, and they leap. The end. This time,
Yay!
for Christmas time on Slider. Season 3, episode 12, Seasons Greetings. Seasons Greetings. So, yeah, maybe we should
Greedings.
Greed, yes. For those who didn't realize that, Greed, Greedings.
Oh, is it spelled differently? Oh, I'm just picking that up. I'm one of those, the beginning of the word, the end of the word, and my brain fills in the rest. Didn't see it. Thank
Sure.
you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So,
Sure.
Sure.
First impressions. We are so lucky
Oh,
here
please.
on Fandom Entanglement to have the beautiful John Irons. So please, if you would you go first with first impressions for season's Greetings?
Sure. I haven't seen Sliders in a while, so I always, anytime it's been a while since I've seen Sliders, I forget how much they do the crazy angles, not just like Dutch angles, like every angles for like. So that was a little disorienting initially. Uh, Probably not the first impression that you're talking about, but that was my first impression. I was like, why is it being shot from below? Like they're just talking, but they did have like a cool escalator shot where they're going up the escalator, the camera's going down the escalator. That was a nice scene. Uh, but that's not why I'm here tonight. Overall, I felt it started off kind of slow. Like I said, like Sliders is its own kind of entity. So like anytime I haven't been watching it for a while, I got to get back into like Sliders mode. So I do feel like it started off slow, and I didn't know where it was going, which is, I guess, is a good thing. But it ended pretty strong. Overall, I was not disappointed. It was fine.
Very cool. Christopher.
Well, speaking to John's initial about the slowness, there was just a certain lifelessness and lackluster presentation about this entire episode. I kept on waiting for things to gel, for things to get a little bit more exciting, for the characters to seem to actually give a damn about anything that might be going on around them, and never really quite came together. There were some notable exceptions. Some of the guest cast was really good, so we can get into that. But remembering Sliders, and everybody who's seen me on Fandom Entanglement knows that I have sort of a checkered history with Sliders, and how I always thought it was a better premise than execution. And boy, this goes in in spades with that. For me to say that about a Christmas episode of something, of all things, which always, breaks my little Grinch heart and makes it grow 3 times as big, no matter what. Just put the word Christmas in the title. I'm going to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And still I got issues. So how about you, Albie?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Sliders, like John said, it's its own thing. It's a heavy lift. You have to get into that mode. It's almost like watching a live action cartoon, because the logic just doesn't logic. So you really have to forgive a lot as you're watching it, and able to enable yourself to enjoy it. And you have to not think critically, which is difficult when we're, critics and watching the episode.
I feel like you're building up to something here, Albie.
So if you go through the heavy lifting of not thinking about it too much, I enjoyed it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It was nice to see Chase Masterson, the Dabo girl herself, Mrs. Rom from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. We know her. She was really good in this episode. I think that might be part of the guest cast you're talking about, Chris. Her performance in this, for me, was outstanding, and even maybe rivals her best performances on Deep Space Nine.
I have to say, I think that when I was talking about the guest cast, Chase mainly, yeah, I thought that she was really good. I feel like maybe at this point, Sliders is already in season 3. The cast already knows what it is, but more importantly, knows what it isn't, and probably never will be. So it's like they almost stop trying. They just sort of read the lines that are in front of them. And the guest cast comes on, and they got something to prove. Mm-hmm. So I think every scene that had Chase in it, even though her material wasn't the greatest, she brought the proceedings to life. The same thing with the actor who played Wade's dad. I have it written down here on the rundown. His name is, ever shall be.
That's a cool name.
Yes, is, ever shall be. His name was Alan Williams. He played Don Wells. So
Damon from Treksploration in the Quantum Leap podcast, Sugamelli, was telling me he had some connections to Quantum Leap, but I'm not sure what they were.
Oh, I hadn't seen that. Alan Williams, we'd have to look that up. Maybe we should look that up on the fly.
Maybe, yeah. Probably the Dave and Stacy podcast talked about that. I think they did one of these too. Knowing their research.
The Suzy Q deep dive TV.
CZQ Deep Dive Dave.
Dave
podcast.
Corman TV Productions.
But if you look it up, we might figure out who he is, because he's got that face to where he could like disappear into any character role, really.
I thought most of the main cast was fine. I thought Arturo was
Arturo was Arturo.
Arturo did very well. I felt if anyone was kind of, I don't want to say phoning it in. Like, that's not fair. But Quinn's, I don't know if it was the acting. I don't know if it was the writing. I'm gonna say a bit of both. But he was, and you mentioned it in your rundown. He was kind of detached this whole episode. Even like when he was actively doing things for the greater good, he was hitting on Wade's sister. That's not okay, right? Like,
it's the sister paradox.
That's not a thing.
Did you know about that? Like, even if you're dating somebody,
Yes, let's explain, Albie. Please explain.
okay, the sister paradox.
You're just excusing poor behavior. But go ahead.
No matter who you date, you could meet the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. I mean, when you look at her, time slows down, wind in her hair, you know, a 1980s power love ballad plays,
Sure.
and you're like just hypnotized. But then you meet her sister, and you're like, really? I got the less attractive one.
Okay.
And if they don't have a sister, it's like their best friend, and you're like, really?
Here's what I will say.
No matter who it is.
Okay, I won't say no matter who it is, but I was in a situation where I was dating a woman, and
Nice.
and thank you. That's it. That's the whole story.
One of us got lucky. Woo!
And I met her sister, and I wouldn't say her sister was more attractive. They were both beautiful, but her sister like we kind of clicked better. Like just, but I did not in any way pursue the sister because I was dating the woman I was dating. That's like,
you don't have to pursue them. They come pursuing you.
No,
for some reason.
I don't know. All right. Anyway, also like especially like Wade she was like, I'm very sad about my family. Oh, that I don't even exist on this world.
I died at childbirth.
Yeah, like
It's
the
depressing.
next scene, Quinn's like, "Oh, your sister's kind of hot."
Well, I think Quinn knew Kelly probably
Yeah,
from Earth Prime, right?
Can we get like maybe a primer here? From what I recall, Quinn and Wade were never really an item.
Correct.
They were always dancing around it, pussyfooting around the fact that maybe they're sort of attracted to one
Yeah,
another.
Wade always
or-
wanted him.
They were-
but
they were-
he never noticed
George,
her.
and he was clueless, that kind of thing.
They were always dancing around it, but they were dancing
There was a
around
kiss
it.
once, I think.
Right. So
Yeah, I think the episode where she left, I think, is where they finally like.
of course, because
professed.
she's leaving, so
Sure.
they don't have to do anything to maybe get
But
rid of it.
even so, you're gonna be here for 2 days, Quinn.
I gotta think that Quinn knew Kelly in his timeline too, in his reality. So maybe there was something there, and maybe there was something that he always thought, well, hey, you know, I always thought she was hot. I don't know what's going on with me and Quinn. Maybe this will make Quinn jealous. Maybe he's a bastard. I don't know. But maybe he just thought, I'm only here for 2 days. This could be the last time I ever see this woman. I mean, to
Sister
turn it
Shirley.
around on you, John.
Yeah. And it's also the whole thing. I'm the white male lead of the show, so I'm going to hook up with somebody. It might as well be Wade's sister.
I have
But
to
they
say,
didn't. But they didn't even like. It was just. I mean, you know what, Chris? I will accept your headcanon.
yeah, I mean, and honestly, it's the only time when Jerry showed any sort of chemistry at all with anybody in this episode. So I'm going to go with it actually brought Quinn to life here.
And Kelly was kind of sexually harassing him a little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah, so he was probably like, okay, let's do
But
this.
right, but like she
See, on
started
this
it, but
world,
he did
guys
not.
shouldn't smile at girls.
Exactly.
Right,
Opposite.
uh-huh,
See what they
That's
did?
true.
Yeah, gotcha.
He's too
Okay.
pretty.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's pretty,
she's
right?
gorgeous. I mean, this is like
She
prime
was
Chase
very-
Master.
No.
System
I'm
right here.
talking about Quinn. He's too pretty.
No, yeah,
Oh, yeah, he's pretty. Always
he
pretty.
was too pretty for this world.
Still pretty. How many decades later?
Still
Chris,
looking-
Sister Paradox.
good
Talk
looking
to me
man.
about it.
Oh, I have no stories about this. at
He's
all.
married. He can't say anything.
No, I'm married. I have 2 sisters-in-law, and what you're saying is emphatically untrue. My God.
Wow. So you're the exception that proves the rule.
I guess. I mean, I hope.
Okay.
No, actually, you know what, Albie? I hope not.
I feel like you're elevating a very particular circumstance to a more universal situation that it
It's
has
just
any right.
maybe that's in my subroutine program in the simulation, but it happens every time.
No, I feel like this happens every time in the rom-com movie that you're constantly rewriting in your head.
Maybe. But I mean, I'm seriously like, I don't know what Ariana Grande's sister looks like, but if you're dating Ariana, you go back to their house for family dinner. You're like, really? You're like, really?
Like FOMO.
This sounds less like a coincidence and more maybe pathology is the word.
Maybe it's all in my head.
You hear John just called you pathological for Christmas.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Carol, she pays somebody all her savings to get smuggled out to abandon her child, and then she goes back to prison.
Yeah.
Why do you not just stay on the run with your kid?
She's got the bracelet.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
They'll track her.
Did she have the bracelet when she was in the flats?
I don't know.
I'm sure I presume she can't take it off.
So she probably did. She say she bribed somebody to deactivate the bracelet for a time, or
Well, was it a time?
Yeah, I think that's
the only way it makes sense in the
Well,
plot.
if it's deactivated, hit it with the hammer. I don't know. It looked like it was made out of plastic and rubber.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, so does the
Maybe
slider
it's,
thing.
maybe it's linked in. Maybe because it's going to shock you. Maybe it's sort of like surgically implanted in, like to your nerves. So that you rip it out, you like tear your entire wrist out, and there you go.
You know,
I don't know. In that situation, I'd go all Bruce Campbell on it.
As we know from the Suicide Squad, if you try to remove the device, like
the thing from your neck,
instantly, right? Instantly activates.
Nobody ever handed me a baby and dipped out.
Thank God. Thank God, because you would have been regretting
I
it.
Raise a baby. I have proof.
Once you saw that baby's sister, you would have had all sorts of regrets.
So many felonies. In a short amount of time.
That was funny though. Why do you somebody hands you a baby? You're like, okay,
and that was. I don't know if this is like just a different time or this is like a white people thing, but like, hi, excuse me, stranger, can you hold my baby? I mean, obviously, I get it. She was trying to leave the baby with like but like just when that first happened, I was like, do people do that? Like, I wouldn't. No, just take the baby with you. I mean, but obviously that like it made sense later. It made sense though. I should just hold my baby. But
yeah, I'm just for anybody out there. If you see me and ask me to hold your baby, my answer will be a firm no.
I'd be like, sure.
And not because I'm afraid to hold a baby, because I never had a baby and I don't want to drop your baby. This is as much for you as it is for me.
They bounce. Rennie was dropped once, not by me, by somebody that she knew. And she paused for like 10 seconds. It was the scariest 10 seconds in my life. But then she went, and she was okay after that. But they bounce.
Oh, so that story was to tell Chris that it's okay.
Yeah,
so it's an encouraging story.
Drop a stranger's baby. Okay,
but they're like sharks. They're made out of cartilage when they're that young. You know?
In that case, give me all your babies. All your babies are now mine.
I don't know if
so what's the PO box number, Chris?
Poke holes in the box.
Yeah. PO Box 542, Babyport, New York 11705.
Did you see that?
Nice.
There's like videos out there explaining that it was legal to mail your baby up until like 1962. You could just like put enough stamps on his forehead.
What does it even mean?
Hand it to the post guy. The mail guy.
That doesn't sound real.
You look it up. Right. It's crazy. It's true. You could mail your baby. Back then they were just like property. They weren't even people.
I mean, sure, but okay.
It's crazy, but
could it be like he means that you could hire a courier to take?
No, the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah, but you didn't just put it in a box and drop it in a slot.
No, you usually put it. You pin the postage to the the nappy or whatever, and
you put it in a little basket.
Yeah,
and you leave it on the doorstep of the post.
Yeah, and then Mr. McFeely comes and picks it up and goes, "Really?" And then it's airmail, and it's bad.
It's got to hide the wheel well. Or this is. I'm dropping babies. We're mailing babies. I think that's called human trafficking.
Who feeds the baby when you're mailing the baby? Do they just hope for the best?
I don't know if
if your baby shows up non-functional, do you just call the 800 number and get another baby?
I don't want to know what non-functional means in this category. In this context.
But I guess this world, or maybe by then they didn't have the whole firehouse thing. Is that local or like
How?
national, where you can just leave your baby by a
Can I,
firehouse?
can I take a show of hands?
What?
How many people think that of all the 12 slides of Christmas that we're the only ones talking about mailing babies? You get something new every time on Treksploration / Fandom Entanglements. I'm telling
Yes.
you.
I'm
this
just
is-
saying, whenever I pass by a firehouse, I always kind of glance at the front door in case somebody just left their baby, because it's a free
Okay.
baby.
All right, dude. But there is a distinct difference
But you
between
want a free baby? There's
people
no such thing
leaving
as a free
babies on the front steps of the firehouse, which I believe happened,
Yeah.
and people pinning postage to children and putting them in a box and mailing them like
Look it up.
Christmas
Look
cookies.
it up.
All right.
This is back when people had like little cages on the outside of their buildings, and they would put their baby in it in the afternoon so it could get sun. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
I really think that you come from a different world. I think you should slide here.
I watch too much YouTube, I think.
I think that's why everything to you is a Mandela effect.
That's true.
Yeah, you came from a different world. You had no idea when you shifted realities. That was
I'm the one that's not doesn't belong.
right.
here.
You slid in somehow.
Yeah.
You
I'm
slid
just
in.
looking for free babies. So
Actually,
ship me
somebody
free
tried
babies.
to mail you when you were a baby, and you actually wound up in a wormhole.
I'm getting too old, I think, to have a baby now, because by the time I'd be too old to.
Albie being a changeling baby would explain it a lot, actually.
Well, now you're a changeling. I like it. Did the fairy folk come and take you?
I mean,
It's possible.
I feel like that tracks.
Yeah.
about
Oh, so much stuff happens weird in this episode. What else happens?
We were talking about. Oh, we were talking about the kid and the mom and Carol and Alexander.
Carol.
I thought it was
What was
nice
the baby's
because
name? Did they say?
Alexander.
Alexander.
Alexander, it tracks because he was looking for his father Worf, who was nowhere to be found. So Worf is
where's
a
the
cheat
dad
out
in
on
this
this world too.
situation?
Yep. Where the dad is, who knows? Maybe he's at another part of the mall that he can't get past the security because he's an
He's
indentured
stuck
servant.
in the Sabaro.
He's
Yeah.
trapped in housewares.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I liked that they used that storyline to give John something to do with Arturo in this instead of just being Santa on a mission.
Grumpy Santa.
I don't recall any of Arturo's backstory from when I did watch Sliders, so I thought
Physics
it was
professor, right?
yeah, just like the professor. He's like the Doc Brown to Quinn's Morty. It's like, but maybe with
But
a little bit more legitimate.
Mean and mad.
They're both studying the same thing, and they found it was the Eisenstein, Rosencrantz, and Guildenstern Bridge.
Yep.
Yep. But it was nice to hear a backstory, like a legitimate sort of like life experience from a character that goes beyond like very surface stuff that you usually get on Sliders. So that was a nice touch. I think that's when his acting came out again, playing against her, because it wasn't just the same old group. One thing that I had discussed when we did the review of the return of Maggie Beckett for the fundraiser episode was
That's the ongoing fundraiser.
the ongoing fundraiser was the fact that the chemistry between all of the cast seemed very forced, very perfunctory. But that was in season 5 when just about the entire cast was gone and it was just Remy. But I felt like the same pervasive, I don't know, like something about these characters. I don't know if it's the writing, I don't know if it's the direction, I don't know if it's the acting, but maybe it's a combination of all. It just fails to gel. It just fails to come together when it's just the four of them as a group.
Well, in this episode in particular, they barely spent any time together. You know, Arturo dealt with like they came together every now and then to like compare notes, but you know there was a scene with Remy and Quinn when he was like, "Why are you buying so much stuff?" and that lasted all of 2 minutes. There was a scene. Yeah, I think everyone else was playing with like the guest cast. I think everybody was
Remy
playing
and
with guest
Arturo
cast.
had some time together.
Who did?
Remy and Arturo had some time together.
Sometime, yeah. But like Wade was with her dad. That wasn't her dad. And then Quinn was hanging out with Lita.
Right, with Hot Sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hot sister.
I mean,
just
and
figured
and
it out.
I'm not saying that you're wrong, but this particular episode, and maybe that's part of the problem, is that they didn't really interact much. But you
Yeah.
know, there was no opportunity really for chemistry, or not much.
I hadn't remembered this episode watching it originally. I'm sure I probably did, but I had no memory of it. So when Remy was freaking out and buying so many gifts for everyone, like that kind of bumped me because I'm like, they're sliders. Where the hell are they going to put all this stuff? They're just going to open it and then slide out of there.
Yeah.
But then it
I
made
was thinking.
sense afterwards.
Yeah,
I thought Quinn was gonna like not let him leave. It's like, no, there's clearly something wrong with you. Like you should like, yeah. I was like, is he gonna swing on him for not letting me buy more presents?
yeah. I really honestly thought that Remy had the right reaction there because what is Quinn, his dad? He's just like, no, Remy,
Yeah.
we need to, and he's like, you need to get out of my way is what we need to do. And I thought that was like, that's what I would have told Quinn. How about I'm just going to do what I want to do, regardless of the fact that he was brainwashed to want to go by.
Yeah.
It's
You
just like,
kidnapped me.
yeah, I tell you what,
and
if
my
I
car.
want,
Well,
if I want to leave the hotel room and go buy shit,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Regardless
Sure,
of I know it was for plot reasons here. But
well, no, but I also took that as, no, I know you, and this isn't you. This is not like, you're not allowed to spend your money, but I don't know, like if we're hanging out and like I want to, go get drunk and pick up hookers, like really, that
High
doesn't.
five right there.
No,
No.
yeah.
my point is,
Her name was Malibu. Wasn't her real name though.
no, probably.
No, her real
Probably
name was
not.
Stacy. But that wasn't her real name though. That
You
was
met
the
her
name
in
she told me
Malibu.
was her real name.
And she was your destiny. That was her real name.
Unfortunately, I was stuck with her sister Density.
Thick
circles
is,
within
thick isn't always
circles
a bad thing.
I was actually
Damon is not going to air this episode,
This is so misogynistic. Even when I try to get away from it.
but it's the holidays, so it's okay.
No. And that's on me for mentioning sex workers, who I support, by the way,
Exactly,
for the record.
100%. Up top.
So-
Nope. Anywho,
Where are we? Okay, so we were talking about mailing babies.
Mailing babies. So Alexander, Carol, Arturo is on this quest to find Carol.
Yes.
So he visits every Carol that lives and works in the mall.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And-
I mean that was a little weird. That's why they had to like Quinn was more of just a plot advancement machine here. He had no story in the episode at all. It was just to get him access to the office so that they could do finding the stuff for Arturo and then eventually exposing the evil plan of the mall manager Ted. His name was Ted.
Ted.
By the way, yeah. So yeah, it was just weird, and the fact that he got into that office job in 3 seconds after he was supposed to be one of Santa's elves.
That's why the sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
HR
like,
would
you
not
look
be
good in
okay
a
with that.
suit. So where do you get the suit? Who knows? Put it on the
I was
credit
just
card,
thinking about it though. I mean, I have stuff to say about this, and maybe I'll save my final thoughts. But the conceit that anyone would actually voluntarily work at this place stuns me. Is this the only place that you can work, and why would you do it if you knew the constraints that it came with, that it was going to be a losing deal? Again, I have allegorical reasons why that works.
Mhm.
But just the reality of it on the ground.
I wasn't clear because I don't think everyone who works there is in this situation. I think it's like once you kind of tip over, then you're just kind of stuck in this indentured servitude. But I don't think it's every employee.
Well, they
but
imply that
it
it is
is-
because the system, the way it's set up, is designed to make it so that you eventually do. It's inevitable that
Yeah.
because Wade's dad said, I want to leave, but I'm up to my eyeballs in debt here. I can't leave. He's just like the rest of them, even though he's a manager. I think he just manages the food court or something, but still,
Yeah.
you think it would be better for the haves, but there are
It's
apparently
very-
no haves here.
it's very similar to our world, I
Yeah, I was
think,
gonna say. I
except
mean,
yeah, I mean, it's just pointing it out, but just adding a twist of a little absurdity to it.
Right, the
But
hyperbole. Yeah.
our current system, unless you make 10 times what you need, it doesn't work for you. You're indentured to someone somewhere everywhere.
mhm.
Even more so than when I was younger. When I was younger, like I said many times, I worked in food service, and no matter how much overtime you worked, how many hours you worked, how many shifts you picked up, after you paid, your part of the rent of the house that 6 different cooks split, and different things, you're lucky if you had maybe $50 for 2 weeks, and that's your food budget, and that's your gas money, and your hooker money. So you only got paid enough to survive to get to the next week. So it wasn't very much different.
Well, and I think that the hyperbole here was to point out the absolute absurdity of the way our society has been set up throughout the 20th century and into the 21st century now. But where you just gleefully and without even thinking about it, get yourself into mountains of debt because that's what the system tells you should do. Get a
Mhm.
credit card,
And if you
car
don't, you're
payment,
bad. You
mortgage.
get a bad score. Oh my
Right.
goodness, you're not in debt. You need to be in more debt and make more
So, like,
payments so
I
you can
think
get a
if Dave,
higher
yeah,
score.
if Dave Ramsey watched this episode, his head would explode. But um, I think that there is like the heart of this episode has a very smart message to it, saying you just blindly follow this and oh look at these dumb indentured servants. How they get the we're all those. We all have these bracelets on, these invisible shackles.
Exactly.
And it takes a very special and concerted effort to break those shackles in our current society. If, as you say, Albie, you're lucky enough to finally make enough where you're able to finally, pull yourself up and out of it. But for most people, that is just an impossibility.
I would have never gotten out of it. I don't know if I've told this story before. I might be calling the beagle, but the only way I got out of it is I befriended a homeless man, and I've talked about this before. My friend Frankie. Turns out he wasn't homeless; he was a millionaire, and I didn't know that for years. But he saw me, and he saw something in me, and he said, "I see how much this." Working in restaurants is killing you and you're not getting ahead and you're a hard worker, you're a smart guy, I like you and all this stuff. So what he did is sponsored me and he gave me 3 months salary and he said, quit this job, find a better job, something you're suited for. And I'm just going to pay what you would normally make and just go full time, getting a better job, a better career.
Wow.
If that didn't happen, I would still be there, probably falling over dying. So
Yeah.
it took something like that for me to get out.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And again, that's special and rare, and you're very lucky
Very
in
lucky,
that
very
regard.
appreciative.
So,
I had two notes. I have two notes about this world. Was one, I would be a bad slider because I would go to
But a
this world.
beautiful one.
Thank you. I
You
would
could
go
get
to
the executive job
because
up
you
in the
smile
office
too
with Chase.
freely, John. You smile too freely at the native women.
I would go to this world, and Arturo was like he's telling stories about how you like the true meaning of Christmas, and I wouldn't rock the boat. If I was, I mean, I guess this is how it is on this world. I wouldn't even like.
Yeah. Arturo's always trying to save every world.
No, I mean that's good. That's what I'm saying. I would be a bad slider.
But he
'Cause
thinks his world is the right way.
I was like, oh, the kids. I want this. I want this. Okay, I guess it's just consumer world or whatever. I'm out in 2 days. Like I wouldn't even.
Mhm.
But good
I
for
would have
them.
been Remy. I would have bought everything on credit if I was sliding out in 2 days.
I think that's where I thought the Remy thing was going. Like, why would he do this? And maybe it's just because they haven't had a Christmas either for who
That's
knows
true.
how long. Maybe he was just trying to make something special, like a memory, even though they can't take it with them.
I guess. To me,
That's
like
where I thought that was going.
when he was counting 14. Oh, I've only got 10 for Wade. I'll get 14. I need to go get some more. I'm like, that's okay. It's not about the fact that he was counting them meant that it wasn't about the
There was
emotion
something
of
off
it.
there.
I didn't notice that urgency until my rewatch. I watched it once, and then with the context of the full episode, I could see exactly why they were doing that scene the way they did.
My second thing, Kelly, is that the sister's name? Kelly?
Kelly.
Kelly. Okay, so to jump ahead to the end, if I may.
Uh-oh.
So they reveal to Kelly that here's what your boss has been doing. It's subliminal messages, and he's tricking them into this predatory lending and blah 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 blah. And Kelly was like, "Really, really?" And so she confronted him in the mall, and she was very high and mighty. But okay, but at the beginning of the episode, you docked this woman 3 weeks' pay because her mom was sick and she needed medicine, and she wasn't spending enough in the mall. So it's not like you're like Holly innocent over here. Like what you did was just as bad. But and I was it just, yeah, I think it was. Frankly, like you might not have known about the contracts, but you clearly saw the result and you enforced it. Like it wasn't like, this wasn't behind the scenes. You were absolutely,
she wasn't oblivious
yeah,
to what the process was.
You didn't know about the subliminal messaging. I will give you that. But like you knew about what you were doing. You knew that like that wasn't cool. Like to dock 3 weeks. Like she's already behind on money. Like
Yeah.
you might not have known about the subliminal thing, but you're absolutely pushing the same agenda by forcing her to be in more debt because she can't meet her bills for like legitimate bills.
So I'd say this. She was bought into the system where you could, if you worked hard enough, get yourself out of it, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But once she found out that, number one, she had a sister, and that opened her heart. Number two, that the system was actually rigged against these people to a point where they couldn't, like it's not within their means to get out because they're being coerced into a system that keeps them down. Then maybe she changed her mind. It's like she had the come to sanity moment where it was okay in one context, but in a different context, it's not.
And Kelly might have not experienced this because she might have, like Quinn, been the pretty lady that this guy sees and promotes and, pays twice, 3 times as much as the normal grunt worker around there. So she never really probably had to struggle like the other people. So she's probably like, let them eat cake if they can't afford their fries, that kind of thing.
Or think of it
So
this
not
way.
even consciously thinking it like that, but just has no frame of reference of what the other people are going through that she's docking 3 weeks pay of, because her 3 weeks pay doc wouldn't hurt her because she's got so much saved up. Maybe
you think that, but again, the dad is like, I'm so far in debt to these people.
She was very uncaring to her father.
So, but what I'm thinking is like, she is just as in debt as the rest of them, but she believes that she's working the system and it's better for her because she has a better position. Therefore, she feels, well, if I can make it through and I'm in the same situation you are, I don't see any. This is a level playing field. Why can I do it and you can't?
But her boyfriend is also the one controlling the system.
But in her
she
mind,
might not be in debt.
But in her mind, well, I got to think if the dad's in debt and she grew up in the mall after the mom died, she's in debt too. Again, because they make it that it's an inevitability.
Did they establish that they had a relationship? They kind of implied it. The boss Ted and Kelly.
Yeah, well, I think it was just more of an implication.
Smarmy 80s or smarmy 90s boss.
I think she was drawn to him for, like, I guess, the power and the opportunity he represented, and maybe he was drawn to her because she was pretty. Yeah. And he could manipulate her.
If it wasn't a relationship, it was definitely like a situationship where she got ahead by letting him have ideas. I think. Right. So the part of the episode that they didn't show is Wade was Jacob Marley and the other sliders were the 3 ghosts, and they just Scrooged Kelly.
I loved it when Arturo was like, ooh, with his hand link.
And he had the face paint on.
And he had the hand.
Yep, the hand.
And the hand link and the hand. So
it was very much similar to A Little Miracle. Towards the end, especially with like a photograph and singing a song and the little homeless boys running around.
Tiny Boy
stepped into the light.
Tiny Boy, who I interviewed. Tiny Boy.
Yes, you did.
Yes, very nice fella. Very nice fella.
Very nice fellow.
Yeah, not he was grown up. Anymore. He was grown up when I interviewed him. He wasn't so tiny any longer. Right.
He was large man. Is that large adult?
He was medium-sized-ish man.
It's good that I didn't interview him because it would have all been about different sized people. The whole interview.
I also want to apologize to everybody who's watching now about the incredible faux pas I made, the incredible missed opportunity. I just regret, and I hope you can forgive me for not making one Robin Sparkles reference in my synopsis. It should have happened. It would have happened on a different world.
Let's go to the mall. And don't forget the robot.
Anyway,
love Robin Sparkles.
I thought that was a bigger laugh.
Were you a little creeped out by the dad asking Wade Wells to dinner without any explanation first, or a couple extra lines that made it okay? It seemed weird.
I mean, it was, but because we know the deal, I'll allow it. It's like in this circumstance, it was like
let me make you chili. I make a mean chili. I'm like, you're old enough to be her dad.
Well,
you are her dad.
Well, and after that, he said, to make up for the meal that I made you, that I bumped into. Like, he should have said that first. That would have been less weird.
Still, I don't know. It just seemed off.
It was. Yes. In any other circumstance, I would entirely agree with you. But because we know that that's actually her daughter, and some part of him sensed that.
That's what I got it. And to me, I don't know if I buy that. Like, some part of him sensed that it was the daughter, and that's why he's inexplicably drawn to her, not in a creepy way.
I don't think he sensed this is my daughter, but I think he felt some connection.
Yeah.
That and a connection that he has been starved for because his other daughter is being cold as ice.
A witch.
And I think he prefaces the whole thing by saying, "You look so much like Kelly, it's uncanny." Mm-hmm. And I got to say, that was actually pretty good casting. I could see Sabrina and Chase being sisters, quite frankly. But so John and Albie, like, at first that bumped me too. But then I realized, again, they were going for that ineffable sort of cross-world connection. It's not star-crossed exactly, but it's...
So now I'm not effable?
I never said you were or weren't. I just say words.
Yeah, I think it was almost understood that it was an older generation trying to take care of a younger generation and seeing something in her that, needed help.
No, and I thought it was much more of a connection. I don't think it was that. I think it was
almost like a mystical,
familial connection that he couldn't explain
through the Aurora Borealis and the ham radio kind of thing.
Just like, so when they were making out later, he's like, it's like seeing my brother.
You beat me there. I was literally the next thing I was gonna say.
Can we talk about, jumping around again, but can we talk about the dad? And he's not let in on the secret that Wade is his...
Are you going to talk about the ending?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the ending.
He's not let in on the fact that they're sliders, that it's his daughter, and like they're having a nice Christmas time dinner, and they take the picture, and they all excuse themselves politely, and Chase is like, I'll explain later. And then the dad proceeds to walk out with Chase outside, watch the wormhole open, watch them one by one run into the wormhole, and he's just like, it's interesting.
I'm gonna miss those kids.
Yeah, have a great Christmas.
Like,
how often do people slide there?
Kelly she has the expression on her face that you would expect. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He just looks like he's like folks are just driving off in the station wagon. And I was like, did they tell him? They didn't tell him, right? Did they tell him? They didn't tell him.
They didn't tell him. He has no idea. He thinks they're leaving in his car. They're leaving in a wormhole.
We don't know what he put in that chili. So.
Or how much he drank that night.
Right. How much eggnog did he have?
He's got special eggnog.
This is Daddy's eggnog. You got to stay away from it.
They should have at least looped in Chase saying a little bit, yeah, I'll tell you about that later too.
I mean, if he had just looked surprised, or if she did not look surprised. Either of those, I could have made that work mentally.
And it's like there's no way the actor could have known that that's not what was happening, because they had the big lights that were blinking and flashing.
Yeah,
that's
a director failing. I'm gonna put
that.
I'm gonna put
director. A lot of this episode can be chalked up to director failing. I don't know how many episodes David Compton did, but I hope they weren't a lot. Yeah. He's got.
That was the biggest bump for me. That little part.
That was the biggest bump for you.
Yeah. That he didn't react at all to a wormhole.
That one, and actually never. I wait. I haven't decided if this is like the biggest bump or my favorite part. I have to. I'm not sure yet. I'll wait till we get to it.
I'm trying to figure out a bump for me was, again, it looked like Best, but it looked like Cloud City, which was cool. I mean, it was a bad effect, but I understand what they were going for. But they're saying,
how's it staying up there? Well, there's pillars.
There's some pillars. What I
didn't think of the.
Okay, it's not that high up, although it's this huge complex where people live and work and play. It's like
escalator.
It's an escalator height.
It's escalator height.
Maybe
it's
3
like
stories up.
Space elevator high. Yeah. How are there clouds surrounding? Do they have a cloud generating machine to reap the bottoming clouds?
I presume they have a cloud generating machine. That's exactly what I thought. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. That or the laws of clouds work differently on all worlds.
Trump law. It's a Wile E. Coyote painting.
Trump Loy. Yes. It's just cardboard around the bottom.
Yes.
It's just really realistic.
Painted plywood.
Right. So
does this echo what was a Cloud City episode of Star Trek, the original series, the Cloud Minders?
The Cloud Minders, yes.
Does this echo that at all? Not really.
Well, it does, because Cloud Minders was really about the Morlock and the Eloi, the haves that were living in the clouds, and then the miners that were dwelling under the earth. And actually, they were legitimately stupider, but it was because of their environment. They were breathing in toxins that they shouldn't have been breathing in. So there was... Yeah, it was
also like an allegory for like poor education and disadvantage.
Right, probably. Very similar allegory. Again, where the thing is, the people on the cloud, they're just like, why are those savages? Why don't they just do right the way we do it? And then they'll be fine. Why? Look, I can do it. Why can't they? It's like people who don't know their privilege and not understanding what's going on for the people below them. So it's the fact that we're talking about literal strata in societies here. So... yeah, it's kind of bonk on the head. It's very heavy-handed, but it's worked now in two and a half. I guess, does Bespin have like an allegory thing to it, or is it just like a really cool reveal? And then you get Billy D in his cape. No. Again, they should have put Remy in a cape.
So the haves are in the flats, right? And the have-nots are in the mall working for the people that are in the flats.
Interesting.
The people in the flats,
the lower class is actually in the Cloud City because they work there.
Yeah, you know what? So maybe that all falls apart because the people
on the flats seem flipped, right?
No. We don't know. The have-nots both live in the mall.
Yeah, because it's like its own little society up there because they can't leave. I was gonna say, I would have liked to, like, we don't really know. The only thing that we see that's on the ground is the little church. So we don't really know what the alternative society is to the Cloud Society because we spend the whole episode in the mall. So.
Yeah, they could all be Nazis down there. You don't know.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they went to a world and like halfway through the slide they find out another thing?
We thought this was Mole World. It's Nazi World.
It's not. Yeah.
I mean, that happened in the Cloud Minders. He came down and there was people in Nazi uniforms. Anyway, another classic Star Trek trope.
All right. So I'm sure there's a lot more we got to talk about. I definitely want to talk more about this episode and have things to say. And I think we might have some trivia and different things to stick around for. So with that, we'll take a little break and we'll be right back before you know it with this episode of Fandom Entanglement. We'll be right back. And we're back. Welcome back to Fandom Entanglement. I'm Albie. We're here with Christopher D. Philippus and the beautiful John Irons. John, you have to tell the story. Tell me the story.
What story is that?
Yeah,
I saw a video. I saw a video online of the one, the only, the great Emo Phillips reading excerpts from your book. Tell me.
I mean, it's not so much my story to tell. I was informed as in media res as Jared Stern, co-author of the book, who originally
famous from Between Two Sterns, right?
Jared Stern of Between Two Sterns.
Yep.
The comedian Jared Stern. No, right. The dark-haired comedian Jared Stern of Between Two Sterns, because the others fit that description as well. He is the co-author of the book, and he is a working comedian, and he was opening for Emo Phillips.
Wow.
A couple of nights ago. It's not the first time. I think I want to say 3 or 4 times he's worked with Emo. emo first name basis for this man I've never met.
He came up with a whole genre of being emo. Yeah.
So Jared texted me or messaged me, and he's like, "Emo's reading from our book," and he sent me the video. Okay, so this is a little bit of a me story. Not this part, but I'm gonna flash you back to we're writing the book, right? And Jared's writing some, and I'm writing some, and we present them to each other, and then we kind of fine tune, right? So Jared is much more of a stickler for the first line needs to be "Yo mama so whatever," and I am like, we got to do 100 of these. I can say your mom. I can say she's so. I can like as long as I can. It can still be a yo mama joke. This is all under the umbrella of your mama jokes. So they don't have to necessarily say your mama so blank. I can say your mom so blank. But just so happens, the way that Emo is doing this book, he's asking for people to throw him numbers from the audience. All of the poems are numbered 1 through 100. So someone yells out a number, and he reads the poem on that page. And so it just so happens that one of them was a "Yo mom so." And Nemo Felix calls me out. He didn't call me out specifically. He's like, "Oh, you cheated."
So that one was yours.
That was one of mine. It was funny, but it was and I gotta say, Emo Phillips reading Yo Mama haikus is maybe one of the best things I've ever heard. His cadence, I cannot have imagined how good it is. Can he do the audiobook, please?
That would be amazing.
How much would we need to pay? How much would we need to pay? He can have all the profits. I just want Emo Phillips, please.
It's got to be one of those moments where you're thinking, how many different decisions in all of our lives have to converge for Emo Phillips to be reading passages from my book?
I probably should have thought it that way. I wasn't thinking that way.
Love Emo Phillips, and he's got the perfect delivery for that too. So.
It was so good because every punchline is a surprise with his delivery for these.
They're very funny on their own, but when you have like a world famous stand up comedian reading them,
yes,
it just makes it that much more.
Yes.
So
life goals.
Congratulations to you, my friend.
Thank you. I didn't. I'll pass those along to Jared.
So this kid, I guess the main kid that was on Santa's lap, Arturo's lap.
I want to talk about those damn kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And
but they're just victims of society. That's not their fault.
Yeah, it's the world they grew up in.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to say like kid actors it's thankless, and for kid actors, this kid was okay.
I thought he was fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like
he was no tiny boy.
Oh, who is Tiny Boy? Stop it. Tiny Boy was just he was a force of nature. It was a force of Christmas, Tiny Boy. Mm-hmm. I still have an ornament of Tiny Boy. I really did not buy the whole with one story. Number one, you think about like a Christmas story and that whole conceit of the line going around the supermarket or the department store. How many people in this mall are waiting to see the Santa in this section anyway? And he's telling this kid like a 50-minute parable about the true meaning of Christmas and kids getting coal in their stockings. And the kid buys into it to the point where he's like, I told my friends and we all want more. Bullshit. I don't see that part of the episode working. I get why they did it. It just did not work. Of all the things that strained credulity in that, it was kids finding out that it's better to get nothing than to get a toy.
Yeah. That also, and I think I'm fine with it. And like you said, like whatever, it's like we get it, we understand why it's a Christmas episode. That's true. Me, fine, sure, whatever. But like it happens so quickly, nobody. I'm like, and that's the other thing. If that is the society that this is, like this is the nature. Like you're in a mall, like you're living in the mall. And I get, again, Arturo is like, be a good person and you'll get presents. Like, sure, like that's Mall Santa's job. But I agree with you 100%, Chris. I do not buy this instantaneous change of heart from your lifelong philosophy as a child. Like, not without some, like if there had been, you know, some kind of coincidental negative consequence for the kid.
Like, you know, for
and
instance,
like, oh,
Santa
the magic is real.
Kid up and dropping. There's got to be an edge to this mall somewhere.
So he's holding the kid, dangling him over the side.
He's poking the kids off the side with a candy cane, saying, "Who's next?
Wow.
Who's next? Which one? Next one will repent." The only thing that
I was about to say, I feel like Santa loses the high ground. Like, no, he has the high ground.
That's why there's that church down there with no roof.
There you go.
It used to have a roof.
They just stopped. They eventually stopped replacing it. It's just easier
because so many kids fell through.
Yeah.
That weren't mailed. See, that's why you properly mail your baby.
And that's why, you know, she actually brought it down to the church because she's got to think that church is so freaking psyched to get a live child that's not dying of massive injuries from falling off the mall, that they're going to take extra special care of it.
The priest was like, we're not prepared to deal with a live one. The priest
was like, maybe we could raise this one to build a new roof.
Okay, but like, seriously, what was the priest suggesting? He was like, we can't take care of this baby. Like, but I'm like, so what are you saying?
So what are you doing?
What was he saying? Like, what was he saying?
What was in Papa Wells' chili? Yeah.
No, like, I'm serious. Like, what was the priest was like, we can't take care of this baby, and which, okay, fine.
I think,
but
he said
not
they
like,
would have to like go into the system or something, like an orphanage. They would have to send it to a home or.
Okay.
Like the church can't handle it.
I don't know. For me, the priest not taking the young boy is exactly opposite of everything I know about priests.
Wow, we're gonna have to cut that out.
Holy crap.
Anyway,
priests are bad.
Oh.
You can. There's going to be an audible
up
cut.
top. No.
Okay.
I didn't make it up. It's a trope for a reason.
How are you so adorable and so horrible at the same time?
Never trust your kid with any kind of clergy.
He was a child. He was a child actor, so that explains
it. So yeah, I auditioned for a pudding pop commercial. Full disclosure.
Oh wow.
At the time, we didn't know. My mom didn't know.
Nobody knew.
It was just another call, open call.
Anyway, so
Not
John,
sure
you
happened.
were talking about social services and abandoned children.
Well, I should have rewound it, but and again, like, this is what I'm saying. I would be a bad slider because I don't know the rules of this world. Like, I wouldn't have assumed that subliminal messages was illegal here. I was like, okay, I know that they're horrible, but I guess that's just how they do it here.
So capitalism that it would be okay.
Yeah. Like, we live in a mall. You can live in the mall. And like I figured that was just the society. And so I don't even know if I would have like, oh, we need to go find evidence. I just figured everybody already knew. I'd be a bad slider. And I would like to presume that the priest was like, we can't take care of this baby. We're gonna have to put it in the system or something. But I don't think he said that. I thought he was just like, can't take care of this baby. You need to find somebody
no
to
way to take
baby.
care of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, or what exactly? Like, or what? Like, so that's part of like, I think that probably wasn't what he was saying, because if that were the case, Arturo would have been more horrified. Although it would explain why he was so motivated to, I have to find this mom in 2 days. Just give me 2 days. Give me 2 days. Because, I mean, obviously they'll be there for 2 days. But like, I won't say it bumped me, but it gave me a start.
I have another question about that. Just technically, did they say something and I missed it? I only watched this episode 3 times. But when they made it to Cloud City, where was the baby when they were trying to get fast food?
I guess with the priest.
It was still with the priest.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
The priest was just holding on to it.
Yeah, the priest is like, I'll give you 2 days to find the mother.
All right.
Because they know the mother's in the mall. Like, it's not, they know she's in the mall somewhere.
I would assume that's just for production reasons, so Arturo's not carrying around a baby or a doll.
That was a very cute baby. and
Mhm.
um,
It was a doll sometimes.
yeah. But it was a baby more often than it
Yeah.
wasn't,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
which was nice to see. It
Mhm.
was not a CGI baby. It was not a fake baby. Actual back in the days when they would just put
You
babies,
just pick one out of the mailbox that
just grab
hadn't
babies.
got delivered right,
Yeah,
and it was
Find
going
it-
for destruction.
Find it in the dead letter office.
sure.
Yeah.
Get a baby out of central casting.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
you know what? I think the reason
Male baby, male,
baby
male,
fish mouth, baby fish mouth.
baby male.
I think the only reason I let the thing slide with Arturo telling the kid stories and the kid changing his mind is from that kid's perspective. Maybe he was really Santa Claus, so it's like a magical being telling you how to live your life. So
Sure.
maybe I can let it slide a little bit.
But also,
Why would
Arturo,
there
like,
even be a Santa Claus on this world if everything's about shopping and buying?
oh,
You know
I
exactly
mean,
where the toys come from.
sure, but it's to convince the kids to tell their parents to buy more stuff.
Yeah, I mean, our famous Santa was made by what, department stores to sell more toys, right?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, and then they picked up on it, and was it Macy's or something?
Yes, so Santa was created by Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids. Santa as we know him
Yeah,
was
not
created
quite.
by Coca-Cola.
Not quite. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Americanized Santa.
The Americanized Santa.
Yeah, yeah. The red jacket, the whole thing.
Cinder Klaus.
Hmm.
Santa Claus. I was a huge Santa like researcher way back in my 20s and 30s. Like literally I was going to go to like the St. Nicholas Society and like look stuff up. I was that much into like the legends of. I was so pissed because there was a Russian poem called Grandfather Frost that I could not find a translation to. I'm sure now I could do it, but so if anybody has a translation of
Now
Grandfather
you could do it
Frost,
as in you could find the translation,
I
or
could
you
probably
could
find a
speak Russian.
translation.
Now you can just ask your whatever to translate
But
everything.
that's why I love the movie Rare Exports, Albie. So if we're gonna do like a
All
Christmas
right.
review,
Yeah,
on,
I'm up for that if you're up for a rom-com. And I want John to join us if he can.
Okay, well, if we get to pitch Christmas stuff, I'm pitching Klaus, the Netflix animated film, which is
Ooh.
amazing.
I've
And
never seen either.
Chris, it is a wonderfully surprising original origin of the Santa Claus
I was gonna
legend.
ask, is it based on the L. Frank Baum Santa Claus stuff, or is it its own thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
As far as I know, it's original, but I don't know.
Okay.
So it sounds like we all get to pick one.
Yeah,
I like that.
I know. I tell you, you're gonna love it all the time, Chris, and you usually will love the things I tell you. I think you will enjoy this.
Yeah,
I've never had a bad
huge
recommendation
Santa fan. So
from you.
Yeah, it's great.
So Fandom Entanglement, 12 Sides of Christmas. We kind of veered off into Treksploration land there, but we want to remind everybody that you are watching Fandom Entanglement, the series. And thank you to Damon and Mike for letting us share our thoughts on the Sliders episode Season's Greetings as part of the 12 Slides of Christmas. We're honored. And we're happy that we're able to talk about mailing babies, and somehow prostitution got into the mix, and I don't know, and children plummeting off the edge of sky malls. It's always an
taking
adventure.
advantage.
It's always an adventure.
The worst part of that is each one of us is responsible for each one of those things. We can't even all blame the same person.
So we're a team. TEM team. There was other things in this episode.
Yeah, Albie, what else you got? What else you got?
Of course, I'm always going to that father-daughter thing. So it's hard when you're a single dad. It's very close to my life. When you lose your daughter's mother that early and you're just left to raise a child on your own, it's not easy. And I saw that. So I kind of connected with the dad a little bit there. But for me, the actor was too, like, not present.
It's kind of stiff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I didn't connect with him as much as I connected with the situation. And then that combined with the whole Remy thing, because it was so traumatizing for my daughter that she lost her mom during the holidays. And so I made up for it with stupid amounts of ridiculous gifts to, like, distract. So, like, the two things converged to my real life. So I kind of connected with both of those things. What did you think about the father daughter thing and the childbirth thing and all that stuff?
I it did not affect me as much on a personal level. Um, like I said, his performance, it wasn't bad, but I guess it seemed like in the script he was supposed to be kind of anguished about this, but that wasn't. I didn't really feel that coming through in the performance.
He might have been Canadian angry. Were they filming in Canada?
I don't know. I did like that. You know, we talked about Arturo got a backstory, and I felt Wade's anguish. I felt her loss at like I miss my dad. I miss my sister. Like I felt like she presented that very well. But yeah, like as far as the the mystical father daughter connection was kind of cool, I guess, but it wasn't. I don't know.
I might not be giving the actor enough credit. I found him very not present, but maybe that was a specific choice because he did lose his daughter and wife, and then felt probably abandoned by everything that happened, and still had to raise his daughter. And then his daughter's ungrateful for everything that he did, and she's demeaning him. So he might be like almost numb to the situation. So he might double reverse be an excellent actor.
You know what? I will say that last kind of scene where he was not the last scene, but like where he's pleading with her, and she reveals that like I'm getting promoted with my boss, and he's like I did feel it there. So you know what? That's I'm gonna say that's a valid point. Albie, maybe he was just kind of being more restrained until that scene.
Just numb. He might have been playing numb.
Or numb, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Sure.
I like when we talk this out. I learned things.
I like when we talk it out and it ends up with us reviewing something more positively than we were before. I like a happy ending.
Yeah.
Got our Christmas spirit.
There we go. And
any other Christmas things in this that remind us of the holidays?
Homemade ornaments.
Mm.
That was nice.
Chili. Is that a Christmas dish?
Not around
cold?
these parts. How about you, John?
No, I have heard of Christmas chili. I've not experienced it myself.
It might be one of those things like single dad doing his best, and that's what he knows how to make. So they just are always eating chili.
Yeah, I mean, chili is a good bachelor child meal.
I love Wendy's chili. I could eat gallons of that stuff. So do you think Kelly's the way she is in part because she lost her, or she never had a sister and she lost her mom?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe this is more well written than we think.
I mean,
no.
I don't think the writing. I mean, I feel like there's certain points where the writing was bad, but I don't feel like the writing was bad overall. I feel like the plot was fine. There were just kind of like little moments that didn't land as well as they should have, I think.
So, I think that's fair. And if I can go into like something like do you want to start getting like some final thoughts together, or
do we have any trivia?
Oh, we can do trivia
before we do that. And crushes. The trivia master of the three of us, Christopher D. Philippus.
Yeah, not true. It's time for John to promote himself. Other than being an author, John, what else do you do on the interwebs and in the podcasting realm that gets you here to these 12 slides of Christmas?
I am here because I know Chris, honestly. Chris is my connection. Sean Ray is my connection to Chris. But I do have a podcast of my own, Captain Game Show, trivia and wordplay. I promise I'll have you on. I feel like it's like the Matt Damon bit on like the. Oh, sorry,
Hey, I'm honored to
time.
be your Matt Damon. I'm honored to be your Matt
ran
Damon.
out of time, but no, I really am gonna have you on soon. Like I'm starting to. I'd gone maybe even a couple of months, but more than a couple of months. I hadn't really done any episodes.
Yeah, if you have any NASA trivia, that'd be great.
Like on me? No, I'm sorry.
No. The Captain Game Show. I don't know how it works. Chris, do we have any trivia? I mean,
I'm looking.
John, the beautiful John Irons, can work together, take turns.
Okay, sliders, TV trivia quiz. I'm going to here we go. Let's do one.
Beauty before whatever the hell.
Are we doing the crushes and the favorite part stuff? Or are we doing trivia? Are we doing trivia?
Yeah, after that.
Okay.
After the trivia and crushes, I believe.
All right, so here we go. Play. Can you answer these questions about the 90s TV show Sliders? This is the first one that I've
Johnny
found.
first.
We'll see.
All right, play quiz. What year did Sliders premiere?
93.
Albie?
92.
You're both wrong. I'm going to give you a range of dates, and I'm not really sure which is the right one. 1994, 1995, 1996, 1997.
Well, it's not 96 because this is season 3, and it's happened in December 96.
The thing is, the answers aren't in front of me, so I can play.
That's why I said 93, because I remember.
I would have went with 93 with Matt, and that's why I went with 92.
I graduated.
Maybe 94.
I graduated in 90. I'm gonna say 92. If it's not 93, I'm gonna say 92.
94 because when this premiered, I was in my first apartment with Laura, and we got married in 94, and we only lived in that apartment for 1 year.
What were the ranges again?
94, 95, 96, 97.
Oh, well then 94.
94 for me. All right, let's see if that's right. No, 1995. We all lose.
So
what was the
I don't
name?
believe that's right, because if this aired in 96, in December 96, and it's the 12th episode of season 3.
Madness.
Who knows?
That doesn't
what was the name? People out there that are watching Fandom Entanglement can correct us if this is wrong. Correct the quiz, not correct us. I think we all know
this one for me first, and if I can't get it,
we're all going to answer this one in unison. What was the name of the villains that were introduced in season 2, episode Invasion? 3, 2, 1. Cro-Mags. We got that one right. Okay. Next, what was the first alternative dimension seen in the series? It was either Tundra World, Hippie World, Soviet World, or Elvis World. I have my answer.
I know.
I think it was Tundra World, right?
Tundra World.
I'm going to say Elvis World.
No, actually,
Elvis is still alive and JFK is still alive.
Yeah, because the first one, he didn't even know he was in an alternate dimension. So
and the lights were green and red and reversed.
Yeah, what were the choices again? What were the choices?
Tundra World, Hippie World, Soviet World, Elvis World. I have my answer.
I think it was Soviet World.
And Albie, what do you think?
Soviet World was the first episode after the pilot, or was that the first episode? Does that count the first mini slide?
It just says, what is the first alternate dimension seen in the series?
Okay, then Elvis World. Elvis and JFK.
I'm going to say Tundra World because I think they went to the Tundra, they got back, they thought they were home, and it turned out to be Soviet World.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, because that was like something broke, right?
Yeah.
And that,
what are we going to click?
Quinn's first slide that we saw, though, he thinks he's running late for school or work, and he doesn't understand what's going on.
But then he wouldn't have gotten back home.
But Harry Shearer, he was sucked back. He was sucked back. Harry Shearer was on the radio talking about Elvis, and there was a billboard.
You don't have these answers, or do you have the answers?
No, I have. There are four answers, so you got to click one. Okay. So the thing is,
does it tell you wrong? Does it tell you the right answer?
Well, when you click, it'll give you the right one.
Okay, so I'll say Elvis.
You're going to say Elvis. I'm going to say Tundra.
I'll say Soviet.
And Soviet. It's Elvis World. Albie gets it.
Wow.
I'm like keeping score.
And the funniest part about it, when you're watching it now, is in this world, vinyl is the superior format. And it's funny back then because we had cassettes, probably, maybe early CD.
Yeah, we had
Right. So, but now I think Rennie just got Wicked for Good on vinyl, and it was $50.
I don't remember.
Crazy Christmas presents from one of her uncles.
Okay, so we got John, Albie, Chris. Albie's got one right. We each got one right with the Cro-Mags. and
Woo!
we all got the premiere date wrong.
Yes.
So
I think they got it wrong. Can we look that up actually?
okay,
Actually.
all right. What was the name of the colonel first introduced in the Exodus? And
This is for John because I have no idea.
But
I'm
that's
going
not
to
how
give
that
you.
works.
I'm going to give you
Multiple choice?
Yeah, give me some
multiple
choices.
choices. The
Hope
choices
something
are
jogs my memory.
Harry Mayborn, Angus Rickman, Richard Woolsey, or Alan Rickman.
Okay.
It's not Alan
I
Rickman.
feel pretty confident it's not Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are my choices again?
Harry Mayborn, Angus Rickman, Richard Woolsey, Alan Rickman.
I'm going with B. The other
Angus.
Rickman.
I feel
Yeah.
Angus.
I feel like Angus too because the Alan is sort of like a red herring.
Yeah, and they
We're gonna
wouldn't
say
try to
Angus-
trick me.
And I'm going to say that was played by Roger Daltrey. Oh,
Oh. Or
it's saying replay. I don't know. It is Angus Rickman. There we
Nice.
go. So that's 2, 3, 4. Now I don't know how many. Let me see what's going to go back.
Hey, darling, I have a question. What was the premiere date of the TV show Sliders?
Sliders premiered on March 22nd, 1995. It definitely had a cool sci-fi concept with the whole parallel worlds theme.
is that your
Okay.
AI?
Thank you, darling. It's my girlfriend.
So it is your AI?
Got it. If you have any more questions or need anything else, just let me know.
All right, maybe we go
Okay,
out tomorrow,
next.
get a movie.
That sounds like a
Next,
fun plan.
this is why we
I hope
only
you
got
have a
4
great day.
questions
If you
before.
need
Turn
me
that thing
for
off.
anything or anything else, just let me know.
She has feelings. She's no
No, she
Scarlett
doesn't.
Johansson, but it's what I could get.
What
Now her sister is hot.
Okay,
is
but
Scarlett
like,
Johansson.
Rembrandt Brown's nickname as a singer? 3, 2, 1.
he's the crying
Crying
man.
Man.
We know that one. Next, on what channel did Sliders originally premiere? 3, 2, 1. Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have had to think about it a little bit.
In what episode did the Sliders encounter a giant underground worm? Was it called Slither, Paradise Lost, The Last Eden, or Desert Storm?
I want to say Desert Storm because of Dune.
All
I
right,
don't
so
know.
what are my choices? Slither,
Slither,
Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost, The Last Eden, Desert Storm.
Slither, James Gunn movie, Nathan Fillion.
I'm
pretty
gonna
good.
go. I'm gonna go the Last Eden.
I'm gonna go Desert Storm. So we got
I
one
went
of
Desert
each.
Storm.
You're Desert Storm too?
Yeah, because
2 Desert Storm and 1
Dune.
Last Eden, or
Yeah.
Paradise Lost?
I'm worried it's gonna be Paradise
Is it
Lost.
Paradise Lost or Parasite Lost?
No, it's Paradise Lost is the right one. So none of us got
Salad
that
sandwich.
one. What was Rembrandt Brown's nickname for Quinn Mallory?
Ooh, I know. Cue
ahead.
ball.
Yep, we got
Oh,
that
yeah.
one easy. How many Sliders seasons were there made? We all know this because we just saw season
5?
5.
5.
Definitely. What city does Quinn Mallory come from?
What
Oh,
city?
is it? It's like
Rice
San
or
Francisco.
Roni, the
yeah, San Francisco. Yeah, I was gonna
San
say it's either Philly or San Francisco. It's San Francisco. Yeah.
All right, we got the Sliders. Okay, that's it.
All right, so what character are we?
we are Mallory.
Oh,
I
that
took
would
this.
have been a good. That would have been good.
We're not-
Actually, would have been.
I was going for Wade.
We're not
Uh,
Quinn. We're not Charlie. We're Mallory.
I took the Stranger Things quiz. I took 2 of them, and they ended up being Robin and Max.
Huh.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Max.
Not bad at all.
Yeah,
Cool people.
Max.
All right, so I think we're to episode crush, and then we'll do our final thoughts and ratings. How does that sound, fellas?
That sounds
like a
great.
plan,
I'm
Stan.
I'm going to start taking a. I'm gonna start a. Which character are you? Because I like that idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there a which character are you on Sliders?
I'm sure there is. Just gotta find it.
Well, I'll go with episode crush because I'm going to take everybody's. Obviously, it's Chase Masterson.
Okay.
Oh.
She just looked amazing in this episode. So,
I was
And-
struggling.
and more than
because-
that, the scenes really came alive when she was on screen. She just didn't look good. She acted well. She uplifted the entire proceedings, in my estimation.
I would agree with you, Chris. Chase did amazing. It was like I was watching a play, and then whenever Chase was on screen, it was real life because I bought in 100%, and I was switching back and forth. between, okay, I'm watching like a high school play and I'm watching real life with Chase. So I want to say like it's not easy because Chase is beautiful. So definitely a crush there. But we had Elf Wade.
Oh, okay. Whatever your kink is, I guess.
So, but I Elf Wade is definitely on my shopping list, but I'm going to go with Chase as well.
Oh, okay.
John.
I Wade. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Probably
Elf
always.
Wade.
Probably any Wade. Always and forever. Probably. She was like
Yeah.
a legit crush for me when I was like when the
She's
show
my
was on.
standard crush on Sliders. Yeah.
I think
I think Chase Masterson is great. Like don't like and she did do a great job.
And Real Life with Chase Masterson is a direct-to-streaming reality show starring Chase Masterson. All right, next.
She's amazing. I a couple years ago when I went to Vegas, I was able to just, it was after all the things were done and there was extra stuff. And she was just like in the lounge area where you would go through and get the hot dogs and the chips and stuff in like a big gymnasium area. And she was just set up in the corner with a nice stage and a band and just singing like, standards. And she was amazing. And I just went there and I sat, I think, third row and I just watched her sing. It was amazing.
Cool.
It was cool. Yeah. What were you saying,
cool.
Chris? Sorry.
Favorite part of the episode?
John.
All right. So earlier I teased that I don't know if it was like my favorite part or the part that bumped me. So end of the episode, and Ted is caught. He's been exposed. Right, and he pushes Quinn and he runs, and he trips on the presents. He trips and he falls on the tree. Quinn didn't tackle him. He just fell. He turns him over. Quinn punches him in the face. I'm like, what?
Totally unnecessary.
He's caught already. He didn't even.
Yeah.
What was that punch for? And everybody's like, yeah. I'm like, no, that was incredibly excessive. I think favorite part.
If they had a scene earlier where he was sleazy and literally sexually harassing Kelly or something, that would have been a good payoff.
Or if he was fighting back, if he swung at if he starts swinging at Quinn first. Again, I guess he pushed him, but that was like a grade school push. That wasn't even like no.
But if you think about it, he's a horrible person, embezzling millions of dollars, ruining people's lives.
Sure. Look, I'm not saying he didn't deserve to get punched. I'm just saying they didn't justify it in the context of the scene, aside from him being a horrible person. Because in that case, he could have what if he didn't even run? Could Quinn have just punched him then? He was like, "Yeah, your car." I was like, "Yeah, you got me." Oh,
what if I punch him? Sure, you can punch him.
That seems fair. And then Arturo was like, "'Tis better to give." Haha, good one.
Good one, Arturo.
My favorite parts. One would be just the chase of it all, because I think this was her episode, and she was amazing. But I like the family getting together at the end, before the mysterious slip and slide out. But just the feeling of home for Wade, that she finally gets this, because she struggles throughout the whole series, and it doesn't end well for her. But at least she got this Christmas with her sister and her dad. So I did appreciate that. Chris?
I have to say the darkest of all the dark turns when Arturo was talking about how they peeled his dead auntie off of his body after the bombing in
his dead mother.
Was his dead mother or was his dead auntie? I forget which.
He was at his aunt's.
Yes.
He was at his
aunts were also dead.
It was
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was two aunts, so maybe same gender couple.
And then the best part of the episode is when he started singing the Pink Panther theme. Come on. Come on, somebody do it.
Nope.
There
you go. Albie, I feel like if you go for your high five now, Chris will do it.
High five. All right. I finally got it. You didn't leave me hanging. My arm was hurting.
Albie, what was your favorite part? Oh, you said the whole family thing.
I said it, yeah.
Okay, was there 47 in this? Any 47?
That's family.
47. the 47 times they showed the subliminal commercial, and it really made me want to buy toys
Maybe we
Okay,
want to
wait,
buy
wait, wait,
jewelry.
wait.
at the
So,
toy barn on the second floor.
so how many gifts you got? 14 gifts. 14 times 3 plus 10. That's 14 times 3. No, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. That's fine.
47?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
I
yeah.
was saying if we could get to 47. That didn't quite.
Might be in there somewhere because Tracy Torme was a big Star Trek guy.
Well,
so.
you know what? I want to point out the fact that there were 42 carols. So I think that's a
yeah,
reference.
that could have easily been 47. That would have been
Yeah,
nice.
but
But 42, that's a good number.
Yeah, that's a good number. That's a good
That's the
fandom.
answer to everything.
So
I thought it was weird that Carol just hung out with the family for Christmas.
well, she was getting her baby back.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
she-
is that why she was there?
Yeah, and also she,
Okay.
she had them to thank for it. So
Yeah, and she's free, right? She's no longer indentured.
correct.
Nice.
And she
That's
held
a
up the
happy
thing
ending.
like it was. She still had it on, but I guess it was turned off. I'm like, we should
Right.
probably just take it off. But
You
maybe
need
you
maybe need a specialist to do that or something.
yeah.
Might be
Yeah.
super.
Again,
glued
you
on
have
or
to
something.
surgically remove it.
There's a particular kiosk in the mall that you need to.
Logan's Run kind of thing.
Exactly. It's in the palm of her hand. She's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. So I guess maybe we do our final thoughts and ratings.
Final thoughts and ratings. Chris will go last. I'll let the beautiful John Irons go first.
I'm sorry, I'm knee deep into this personality quiz.
Quiz? Oh well, say it out loud. This is radio. You got to tell us.
You really
Okay,
want,
we're gonna-
I mean, I was trying to just give you an answer at the end.
We'll do the personality quiz,
Yeah,
and
you
then
want me
we'll
to
do
do it?
our final thoughts and ratings.
yeah, I would love it.
Okay, there's a lot of choices for each thing. There's 8 choices for each thing.
Wow.
Well, just tell us what you picked then.
All right. How might someone who just met you sum you up? Friendly, dangerous, polite, blunt, nervous, proud, quiet, well-spoken, fun-loving. I chose well-spoken.
I would choose that for me.
Well spoken, fun loving.
You only get one. I tried. You're invited to a party. You see no point in such drunken orgies of excess, have too much work to do, go, but only as a favor to the one who invited you, are the life of the party. You are initially shy, but have a great time. You leave that night with a fistful of phone numbers. You only have eyes for your date. You get plastered and stumble home with a lampshade on your head, or you never ever get invited to another one. I chose are initially shy, but have a great time.
I'd have a lampshade on my head while I'm fisting. What?
What? Happiness is
We all know it's a Bijan.
being in the spotlight, being out of the spotlight, the thrill of exploration, the thrill of Treksploration, the satisfaction of a job well done, best shared with another, no responsibilities, helping others, revenge, or a warm gun. I said,
Best shared with others. That's me.
I have to say, at this point in my life, no responsibilities. That's true happiness.
I said best shared with another as well.
Well, yeah, that goes because you have no responsibilities,
Yes.
therefore you can share it. Yeah.
No responsibilities was a close second.
Yeah.
In a fantasy RPG, which character would you be? Questing knight, wandering minstrel, warrior princess, cleric or healer, evil overlord, wizard, thief, scholar, stout axe wielding dwarf. I chose cleric or
Warrior
healer.
princess.
I'd say scholar.
Your ideal partner would be love at first sight, the guy or girl next door, someone tragically unattainable, sexy. Wade, no Maggie, no, that cow over there. Sorry, there's no room for love in my life. Gone the next morning. Ouch. Your one true soulmate, fat, British, and microwavable. I'm not sure what that means. I chose the girl next door. Do you guys want to answer? No? All right.
Girl next door. Marianne. Definitely.
Love at first sight. Dr. Laura.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Laura.
Dr. Laura. You would never dream of compromising your ideals, compromising your dignity, doubting your friends. Compromising my dignity, please. Doubting your friends, giving up hope, backing down from a fight, starting a fight, offering mercy to the one who has wronged you, turning your back on a friend, settling down to a life of complacency,
Complacency.
Turning my back on a friend.
starting a fight. When it comes to clothing, that's as far as I've gotten so far. So now we're doing all these fresh. When it comes to clothing, you dress practically, dress to look cool, like to experiment, are a little behind the times, like to flaunt your wealth and prestige, like to flaunt your hot, sexy body, Look like a geek, look like a McDonald's cashier, meh, whatever.
You're a hot, sexy body.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm a little behind the times.
I think I try to flaunt whatever it is I have. Glitter.
Your finest quality is strength of will, faith, intellect, work ethic, open mindedness, sense of humor, capacity for self sacrifice, sensitivity to others, ruthlessness. That's oof. Finest quality. I'm gonna say
Kindness?
they said finest, not best. So I'm gonna parse this. I think maybe my best quality is my sense of humor, but my finest quality is my open mindedness.
For me, it would be a tie between open mindedness and work ethic.
If I'm tying just like as the things I think are best about me, I'd probably tie sense of humor, open mindedness, and intellect. I feel like those three are all kind of intertwined. And your dark side. Geez, where to start? I'm easily frightened. I'm incompetent and in over my head. I have a knack for getting myself into trouble. I have a tendency to self-pity. I'm a tad aggressive. I'm oblivious to others' feelings. I'm a little naive. My ego is the size of Nebraska. So what?
Self-pity for me.
Ego.
I'm gonna say I'm a little naive.
I'm going to say Nebraska's a little small, but which one did you pick, John?
I'm a little naive.
Gotcha.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll. In an argument with a friend, you're most likely to refuse to budge, meekly back down, end up in tears debating the point, try to diffuse the argument with lightheartedness, unleash a devastating tirade, deck them, change the subject to something more interesting, avoid a confrontation at all costs, go for the low blow. If you make them cry, that's just a bonus. I would try to diffuse the argument with lightheartedness.
Same.
Had you been sucked into the vortex in Rembrandt's place, what role in the group would you take on? Leader, advisor, brains, heart, bodyguard, conscience, comic relief, I'd just be going along for the ride. Group, I'd swipe the timer and go solo.
I would say heart
If
Comic
I
relief.
were in that,
Protector?
if I were in that group,
for you. Heart.
uh,
I would be along for the ride. I would just be enjoying the whole thing.
I'd probably equal parts conscious and comic relief. I'd probably go with conscience.
I'm such an egomaniac. I would try to be the leader.
Yeah. We would let you, Chris.
Yeah, or maybe advisor. Actually, I'm an excellent second in command. I'm not a great
You
leader.
are wise.
I think I'm
You
a
are
good,
good counsel.
yeah. And I think when I say conscious, I think what I really mean is advisor. So I'm going to go with advisor.
Mhm.
And what would you insist on carrying from world to world? Nothing. Sliding is improvising. Writing materials. Infinite worlds. Infinite inspiration. Money. Spare parts for the timer. Food. A gun. Unusual artifacts from each world. Pictures of my loved ones. A grudge against Quinn for getting me into this mess. I'm gonna say spare parts for the timer, because duh.
I would say food.
I would say something to keep a record of the whole trip. Yeah.
I would definitely carry cool artifacts from each one, but the thing I
gonna
would
say
definitely have would
one.
be
I guess
spare
if you
parts.
had to choose
One.
just
The
one.
toothbrush. The mangled
Maggie,
toothbrush.
yeah, Maggie's toothbrush.
Yeah, I'd take Maggie's toothbrush.
Mhm.
Okay. You see us no. You see a slave being savagely beaten by her Cro-Mag master. You are delighted at the opportunity to kick some ass, do the sensible thing and stay back, rush to her aid and damn the consequences, get someone else to save her, only attack the mag if someone else does so first, create a diversion, then run like hell, go to her alone as to not endanger your friends, are too terrified to help, couldn't care less. I would probably rush to her aid and damn the consequences.
Now, who is this we're saving?
Just a
Someone
slave.
getting hit by the Cro-Mags.
A slave being savagely beaten by her Cro-Mag master.
Mm,
They didn't name her. Slave
don't
number
know.
2.
Would depend on my relationship with the person. I think.
Which world would most tempt you to stay behind? One where you're a celebrity, one where you've fallen in love, one where you're in a position of power, a close copy of your homeworld, someplace peaceful and idyllic. an Earth with a fascinating culture, one where your knowledge of other worlds could make a difference. Sliding's far too deadly. I'd stay behind the first chance I got. Oh, okay. You just like stop sliding completely. Or I'm getting home. Staying is out of the question. This is a tough one.
I'd say it's close to my home world. If like, so I would have my daughter, even though she wasn't my daughter, she would pretty much be my daughter.
I think I am torn between someplace peaceful and idyllic and someplace where my knowledge would make a difference.
Yeah, you're altruistic.
And I would say, honestly, because I got FOMO, so stopping's not an option. You never know what the next world will be.
That's true. You might get eaten by a dinosaur, or you might make it home.
I
I'd say if the only thing is the Golden Gate Bridge is blue, I'm fine.
yeah. I don't FOMO's not a thing for me. Much in life at all. I guess it would depend on how long I've been sliding.
Mhm.
If I've been sliding for a couple of days, someplace idyllic. If I've been sliding for years, actually switch that. If I've been sliding for years, someplace idyllic. If I've been sliding for months, somewhere where I feel like I can make a difference. Let's go with peaceful and idyllic. Because to me that includes like the loved ones that like.
Oh yeah, okay.
And finally, what's the most important question of all? What's your favorite color? Blue, no, yellow. I've heard
Pink.
that's an inside joke. No, you only get two choices: blue or yellow.
Oh.
And fortunately, my favorite color is
Ooh,
blue,
yellow?
so that works out. So,
I
which
don't like either.
slider am I?
Wait, can we guess?
Let's guess. Chris, you go first.
I'm going to say that you're Rembrandt Brown because it knows you're black. Wait. No, honestly, based on the things that you said, that they just all seem very Remy to me. Remy or Wade?
I would go Wade because of John's heart.
Both lovely.
What do you think? Or you already know?
I know. When I clicked it, they showed me.
Okay.
And I was like, who? I was like, all right. I'm Colin.
Colin
is the brother.
Charlie.
Because you're so Little House on the Prairie.
Mm-hmm, that's right. I forgot that you churn your own butter.
Naive, honorable.
Soon you'll make another.
Wow. Naive, honorable, and possessing the emotive range of a dead tree. That was unnecessary. Thank you, Blinker.com. Oh, sorry. That's a lie.
And we're live! Chris finally gets to use it. Thank you, Cadetless and Linda.
My bad.
F-bomb.
That was unnecessary. Like, what the hell, man?
I'll go with
naive. I feel for this whole thing.
All right.
I'd say if Quinn and Wade were combined, it would be you.
Oh wait, don't. All right, so I get that we got two little links from here. Here's everyone else you could have been, and don't want to be Colin. Here's your runner-up. No, that's worse. I'm Rickman. Kill me, please. And there's like did he get Cro-Magged? Is it because he's
Rickman is that Daltrey? Is that Roger Daltrey?
I guess. I mean that was the.
You don't know what Roger Daltrey looks like?
Hit the back button and be happy with who you got. Okay, I guess. So the thing says now hit the back button and be happy with who you got. So no. This thing is just trolling me.
Yeah, I didn't think it is.
Might be. Yeah.
Slidersweb.net blinker/random/chart test.
Oh, yeah. You should have went to Slide World, right? Is that the one?
I thought that's where I was. I'm a Slide Web.
Sliders the Temu version of
telling you
Slide World or whatever.
The no frills version. The store.
All right, final thoughts and ratings. We'll go with the beautiful John Irons first, who is Quinn Mallory's brother.
Yeah, who is actually his brother.
His real life brother. Yeah,
his real life brother.
Yes.
Who I thought actually was an interesting character, but at that point I was kind of done with the show. I quit watching around that time they picked him out. But also they got rid of Wade, and that was
Yeah, and not in a nice way.
Not in a nice way.
In a I had trauma way.
In a heartbreaking, horrible way.
Not in a nice Wade.
John,
final thoughts.
I would marry Wade.
Final thoughts.
Yes.
It was fine. It was a fine Slider episode. It had a nice Christmas message, even though it was kind of inconsistent, and there were parts that kind of not fell apart, but we're kind of scotch taped together, like a shoddily wrapped Christmas present. It got the job done, but it wasn't the prettiest at every part. But it's what's inside that counts. Bada boom. Final rating. Think of a cool thing. You know what? I'm gonna give it 3 nonplussed dads on the porch.
I enjoyed it. It had that whole Christmas cheese, I guess, that I enjoy. You know, that Hallmark just because
It's
it's
delicious.
Christmas kind of thing. I love Chase's performance. I love that Wade got to work some things out and you know, kind of as close as she can get to see her family again. I did like that. There was a lot of because episode in this, and a lot to
Yeah.
get past. But once you're in and you just forgive that all, it's enjoyable. There was definitely things that could have used a rewrite, maybe another pass, just to get it a little bit crisper. But I think the fun part is it's a Christmas episode, and I see myself adding this to my list of things I watch yearly because I really did enjoy it. But just because of the not great of it all and the because episode of it all, I'm gonna out of 5, I'm gonna give it 3 floppy disks.
Mm.
Chris.
Well, as I've gone on record saying before here on Fandom Entanglement, I think that Sliders once again proves the adage that it is a show with great premises in search of character and story. And this one had a really good, I think, deeper idea about the state of capitalism and sort of the lies that we tell ourselves and the hardships that we put ourselves through in this quest for materialism. Clunkily and pretty unsatisfactorily drawn out in this allegorical episode. So, could have been great. Unfortunately, the direction, whatever it was just so lackluster. Everybody seemed like they were going through the motions, except for a select few. That being said, is it the worst episode of Sliders? Probably not. I think it had somewhat of a story at the heart. It did have some nice character moments, especially for Arturo. And you could do a lot worse. I mean, you could certainly do a lot better too, but that's why I'm going to go middle of the line on this. I'm going to give it 2.5. Bratty mall Christmas kids pushed off the edge of Mall City out of 5. Plummeting through the roofs.
This episode reminded me of something I saw recently. I just thought of this. I think it was like a TikTok that somebody shared, a friend of mine. And it was about how we internalize all of our failures, especially when it comes to finance and responsibility and the struggle to try to get ahead when no matter what you do, you really can't. And it's more about like, we blame ourselves when the system is so messed up and so set up to where very few can actually function well in it, and even less people can actually excel in it. And the rest of us are just meant to beat ourselves up about not being good enough. And I think this is what this episode is trying to tell us, that with a little absurdity, you know, maybe it's more about the society we live in and less about our own failings. So I enjoyed that I got out of it. But we want to know what you think here at Fandom Entanglement.
Yes.
So let us know below. And Chris, how can they contact you and me and John for future Fandom Entanglements? What's our next Sliders episode we're covering?
It's that one after this one. It's like Victorian
That
cosplay.
one. You said the title.
Yeah. And you can get us at fandomentanglement.com. I think that's it. I don't know. Damon will come in.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But yeah, we just want to thank everybody, all you Fandom Entanglement fans, for sticking with us in our ridiculous discussion about this episode of Sliders. We hope that you're enjoying the 12 Slides of Christmas. We hope that we brought some extra Christmas cheer and some different perspectives that you might not have heard on the other versions of this review.
The other 11.
The other 11. We're happy to be part of this. Are we going to be like 12 Maids of Milking?
The Dirty Dozen.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to be.
I don't know what.
I know we're not
that
Golden
means,
Rings.
but I'm going to look
There's
that up
no
later.
way we're Golden Rings. So we'll figure that out.
I'll go with Maids of Milking.
No.
No,
And
no.
I want to thank Damon. I want to thank Mike for giving us the opportunity to do this. It was a lot of fun. As you can tell, anytime that Albie, John, and I can get on mic, we're always just it goes in these weird, unexpected directions, and we have fun. We have fun. So I just personally want to say Merry Christmas to one and all. It's wonderful to be back in the holiday season. It's wonderful to have that warm feeling and to just be able to share things that I love with friends and family, especially the friends that I have with me right now. So thank you guys for being my friends, and thank you everybody out there who's watching. I think that I've filibustered long enough. Merry Christmas, Albie, John.
Happy Festivus. Celebrate all the holidays.
Yeah.
Life is short. Enjoy every single one of them. Whatever you can do to make every day special, especially around this time with friends and family if you have. If not, you have us. And I love you guys. And Johnny, you want to take us out?
Yeah, don't call me Johnny. You know what? I was going to say something sweet and like friendly, but no. Never call me Johnny.
He does it all the time.
No, but like I third the emotions that the fine gentlemen here have expressed. Happy holidays to you and yours. Thank you for inviting us on your show, and thank you. And it's like a 6 degrees of separation. So thank you, Chris and Albie, for inviting me on your show to then hijack and smuggle me into this other episode of this other show. So I feel the love radiating all around me.
Christmas is all around us.
Yeah. Albie, I want to try to track down Malibu for you. That's my gift to you.
That would be great. I would appreciate that. Real name Stacy, not a real name.
Oh.
All right.
That was my one lead. My bad. Sorry.
Thank you. Believe me, I tried. I should have got the number. From all of us here to all of you there, and thanks again to Mike and Damon, and have a happy holiday. For Fandom Entanglement, I'm Albie.
I'm Chris.
For Captain Game Show and Treksploration, I'm John.
And we'll see you next time.
Later.